All right, so I don't know if you guys know or seen it or not, but the Department of Energy. Jeez, that's loud. Give me one sec. No, I don't want to lose the audience now. God damn, that's loud. There we go. That's more like it. So, the Department of Energy. Somehow this sick freak is in charge of it. Let me show you some pictures of the guy. Jeez, it's weird magnitudes like I've never seen before. Check him out. That's him. So this sick freak, I don't know if he's just considering himself a furry or a zoophile or what, but his face, he looks demonic. He looks like a problem. Just putting it right out there. He looks like a person. Even if he wasn't wearing these ridiculous outfits, his face looks like he looks like Sid from Toy Story. He looks like he'd be a bad person, just in general. And he's in charge of, I think, nuclear energy. He reminds me of Thursday Lane. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Thursday Lane. I want you to check out Thursday Lane and tell me if there's any similarities. And it's like almost obsession with just being a sick fucking pervert.
I want to make a video saying why I'm looking for white men. Why I like white men more to it than y'all have a cream flavored taste with a chicken cream, buffalo cream taste. And
All right, so Thursday Lane, he's not saying in this video, but he's talking about farts. He's obsessed with white guys' farts. Yeah, I think this is a better one.
Hi, good evening to all my viewers if you're still there. I want you to watch this video and take me serious. I don't mean to shove myself down your throat, but I'm not going to give up. I just want to say that the Pope came here to Philadelphia, and I didn't get a chance to see him, but I did put a prayer request. You know the prayer request? I would like to get into porn. Please. I have a lot that I care about. I have a lot to bring to the table, and I like to leave Philadelphia. Please. These are the books that I get a chance to show you close up on.
What is... Let's pause it. This is an adult man. I know you're thinking like, okay, maybe he's a kid. Maybe he's developmentally challenged. I don't know. But he wants to be a porn star. He wants to be in fart fetish porn.
You gotta excuse me. See? I wish I could get into fart male porn. The reason why I'm attracted to white guys, like I said, I love the cream. I want to be like the sun where I'm working energy through the air. I want to be like the tree where I'm the filter through the air. And I'm going to show you this book on trees.
All right, I don't. But this guy looks like a white version of Thursday Lane. He's a sex pest, like Thursday Lane also, because this picture him with these weird guys. It looks like it's at a library or a school. You don't need to have weird sexual stuff there. But with these type of people, there seems to be like a developmentally challenged side of their brain that's giving them this compulsion to do these type of things. And I think they have the compulsion to also be in charge of things like the Department of Energy, nuclear energy, which this guy is. It's mind-boggling, to be honest with you. But yeah, he's trans. He's a zoophile. He's also a MAP. If you don't know what a MAP is a minor attractive person. Why is it that he's being allowed to be around sane, rational people, let alone being allowed to be the head of the Department of Energy? If someone says, "Hey, if you nuke Manhattan, I'll fart in your face," he'll do it. He'll do it. It's ridiculous. I gotta pass that. So, this is kind of funny. The surgery was a success. I have a vagina. He finally has that vagina he's always wanted. I don't know if you've ever seen the inside of one of those synthetic vaginas. I go on 4chan a lot, so I've seen it. It looks like a pepperoni and cheese hot pocket that someone cut open. It is. It's like a big scab. That's gross, but it looks like a big scab. I don't. Oh God, I'm grossing myself out thinking about it. But this person, this Hag Raven, is happy about it. And with that surgery, you get a free crack pipe, ladies and gentlemen. You get a free crack pipe with the surgery. Disgusting. Let's see. So, their rules are rules. These are big time celebrities and children. You have to wear the mask going. You have to wear the mask because you're not one of our pets. You're not us. So you get masked up. You and your disgusting child have to wear a mask. That's how they put it. So, but okay, this is actually just the opening of the show. I got some important stuff to talk about. So, the truckers were hacked. They're hacked. Their GiveSend goes hacked. All that money's gone. Everybody who donated to them. People know now. People know the names of the people who donated to them. Their lives are probably ruined. And I know who we can thank. But not Justin Trudeau. This weird fuck is the guy you can thank. Let's hear his crazy commotion at work. See if I can get some volume. Boomer tech issues here.
Nothing scares me. Nothing. Yes, I doxed the truckers! I did it! It was me! I hacked GiveSend Go, baby! And I do it again! I
Sorry about that.
do it 100 times! I did it! I did it! Come at me! What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to me, huh?
I want you to look at the way he's moving his body. His weird gyrations. He can't either he's heavily medicated with like some sort of mood stabilizer or antidepressants that he's been taking since he was probably 5 years old. That his single mom prescribed for, had a doctor prescribe for him, or he's like the Department of Energy head, or he's like Thursday Lane. They have these weird compulsions that make them do stuff, and they can't control it, but they have the urge to control things. But there's definitely something wrong with this guy. He's actually worked. He's Canadian. He's worked for the Canadian government before because he was doxxed.
I hacked Epic Hosting! I hacked Parler! I hacked Gab! I hacked Truth Social! I hacked Go! GiveSend Go! I don't care! I You can literally put my name into the news tab on Google, and you can find everything I've done.
This guy's disgusting.
I am literally in every mainstream media publication for the things that I do.
This is the type of guy you beat
I'm
up
not an
million
unknown
times.
actor. I'm literally a
Nevertheless.
famous fucking cyber terrorist. And you think that you could...
You hear that? This pink-haired SJ Dub admits to being a terrorist. Yet those truckers who are honking their horns, no, they're the terrorists. They gave Justin Trudeau the coof. But this mentally ill, probably diseased animal of a human, perfectly fine. He's doing the right thing, ruining all those people's lives.
Scare me?
Mental illness.
See, they always default to the pedophile accusations. They always default to that because they have nothing else. It's actually some projection. That guy, I want to see his browser history. That guy loves little girls. I've hunted pedophiles. I've outed pedophile rings online. I have gotten pedophile.
Guarantee you, out those pedophile rings, he outs them. He goes, finds the names, and they're all his bosses. They're all the guys that he looks up to and works for. He goes, "Oops, sorry, sir. Didn't mean to disturb you." And he goes right back to trying to fuck over regular people.
I was arrested, buddy. You have no idea who the hell I am. There isn't proof of shit, you fucking lying little cunt. Die! I'm gonna restart this live. Come back. Honeypots, how do they work? Nothing scares me. Nothing. Yes, I doxed the truckers. I did it. It was me. I hacked Give, Send, Go, baby. And I do it.
So yeah, he was a government employee. I'm not gonna dox him at all. So I don't know what the consequence will be. So I'm not gonna say his name, but his name is easy to find. He admits he's easy to find. So, but here's the deal. I think it goes further than greedy politicians, corporate interests. I think we have our enemies running our government and mentally ill people running our government. And they're at odds. And we're stuck in the middle. When we say something sensible, like we won't wear a mask, we're stuck down by both the mentally ill side and the enemy side. It's a paradox that we're never going to get out of. Ever. Until things just poof, vanish. So even Justin Trudeau, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Justin Trudeau admits and says here, check this out.
With Sun TV watching for any slip, he was asked which country he most admired and referred to China.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China, because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say, we need to go green as fast as we need to start.
He slipped. That was a slip. So Justin Trudeau's bosses are the Chinese. Justin Trudeau is putting regular Canadian citizens. I'm not Canadian. Whatever you guys say. I'm not Canadian, so I shouldn't care. But it's spreading to America. Justin Trudeau his bosses are pretty much telling him to nosedive the economy to ruin regular Canadians. If you didn't know this about Canada, Canada is, I think, 40% of the land owned in Canada is owned by the Chinese. And his bosses are Chinese. He likes the system because he's trying to implement the social credit score system. He has that plan. If you don't believe me, look at what they're doing to the truckers. They're using the social media to destroy them. They're using their banks. They're making it so you can't even get out money to feed yourself from the bank in Canada. They're buying debt. Does that sound like anybody? That's China. China buys debt. So this little queer, I don't know, fuck I said that. This little son of Fidel Castro is harming his people, and he doesn't care because the communist Chinese have a gun to his head. And it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's the American corporations that started this ball rolling. They started this ball rolling. When I was a kid, and you look at China. China looked like, right now, the cities in China look like rural China. They were a third world country. All of a sudden, they're rocketed into the first world. They have industry. They have Chinese businessmen pretty much all around the world with their hands in multiple pots. It just happened in an instant. And it happened because America moved manufacturing to China, giving them not just giving them a way to earn money, but giving them control of American industry and Canadian industry. The Chinese are very smart. They do things methodically and slow. That's why people don't even know about birth tourism. Eventually, half the population of China will be American dual citizens because their pregnant moms will come to America and shit out their kid in America and go back to China. That kid then has dual citizenship in China and America. Now with that's in 20 years, no, not even 20 years, in 19 years, that's going to be more than half the population of China will be able to vote in American elections. And not just vote in American elections, run for office. And we're just watching that disaster unfold. If you're not seeing it, you're a fool. And Justin Trudeau, he's got a gun to his head. He's a scared little lunatic is what he is. He's desperate. So he's saying he likes the social credit score because that's what they're doing. They're buying up debt and they're using it against you. That's what China does.
Investing in solar. I mean, there is a flexibility that I know Stephen Harper must dream about of having a dictatorship that he could do everything he wanted. That I find quite.
Damn, I really hate this guy. People think they hate Putin. I got no problem with Putin. Invading Crimea River. I don't care. So the same people with the Putin thing, the same people who saw the Berlin Wall fall and tried to stop it are the same people who are trying to provoke conflict with America and Russia. I should have got this meme. Make my screen a little smaller. There we go. Burn down the country. Please stop. We can work the show. Honk, honk, honk. No mandates. Die. That's pretty much it. AOC at her fucking. So I noticed this trend with like attractive women who get into politics. Something happens to them, and I think they're injecting these women to make them more aggressive and get their brains working better. I think they're injecting them with testosterone. Kamala Harris, when she became president, vice president, her neck slowly became thicker and thicker and thicker, and her face started to sag more. Her breasts started to shrink. I'm seeing the same thing happen with Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. The same thing happened with her. She's becoming less attractive and more masculine every day. And she's, instead of becoming maybe smarter, she's becoming stupider every day. Every day until she devolves into huffing farts like Thursday Lane. Let's just get some sound here.
It's gonna happen when this will turn blue.
Texas will turn blue.
That's
what she's saying. San Antonio.
We're gonna fight for a living wage as a minimum wage. We're gonna make sure we unionize the hell out of this state.
So, stupid people and politicians, stupid people don't know how the minimum wage works. They don't know. They're dumb. Even when they see the effects around them of raising the minimum wage, they're too stupid to to put two and two together. So they don't understand when you raise minimum wage. When you raise minimum wage, all it does is depreciate everything else, and they don't get. And I was talking to someone, and I said it in terms that they could understand. I said, "Hey, a minimum wage in the 80s barely went up. People were very prosperous, and they are happy with minimum wage. During the 90s, the Clinton era, minimum wage started to just shoot up. Every time there's a problem, they'd say, we're going to raise minimum wage. But they didn't realize they raise minimum wage, the prices of everything else goes up. Prices of goods go up. If you got to pay a person $20 an hour, you're going to have to make sure that they're producing goods that are worth $20 an hour. So then you have to increase the market value of the goods. And I explained to them this way. Remember when those little bags of chips, it was a Flamin' Hot type girl, a little bag of Flamin' Hots were 25 cents. You can get $4 $4. Remember that? And she's like, yeah. I said, hey, now they're like $1. You didn't notice that they went up? She's like, yeah, I noticed. Why does that happen? I tried to explain to her, every time the minimum wage goes up, that tiny bag of chips goes up in value. Goods go up in value because the services go up in value, because minimum wage went up in value. So all you're doing is just shooting the number up. It's just a number. That's all. I used to be able. I remember shopping as a kid with my mom and being an annoying little brat with just sticking stuff in the cart, gummy bears, gross shit that little kids eat. I remember doing that, and we would have a cart packed with food, and it was like $200. I go to Walmart right now, and I'll get a bag of food, like a shopping bag of food for $200. Sorry. Because of inflation. So they don't understand. Every time inflation happens, it harms them. Because your money doesn't go further. The number gets higher, but your spending power goes down. ALC, even though she's college educated, I think she's she has a degree in like finance or something. Despite that, she doesn't understand finance. There's definitely a correlation between education and stupidity. And ALC is a prime example. I'm drinking this two-headed ale. If you like hoppy beer, this is the beer to go for. But I actually mix it with this, it's like a Bush knockoff and mix them together. having a drink. All right. Check this moron out.
Come on, children, act like grown adults.
Watch your out, man.
This guy stole a flag from my 13-year-old daughter.
Stole a flag from you. Stop
You
acting
stole a
like
flag from my 13-year-old daughter.
Oh, that's disgusting.
This guy stole a flag from my 13-year-old daughter. So I'm in the city. What's your problem, dude?
You.
What about me?
Grow up and throw some balls, buddy.
What is it you don't like?
I don't like men who use 13-year-old daughters.
To carry a flag?
No, to do their bidding for them.
Okay, what's my bidding? Let go of my phone, dude. Police, please! Police, please! Can I have my gloves back, please, dude?
Hey, you got everyone.
Yeah, just leave my gloves, please. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
I like how while they're running, he was easily able to catch up to him with large strides because this guy's probably like 5'5", and he's got these people only want to hurt. They don't want to help. They don't want to talk because this derangement, this shared psychosis, is affecting all of them. What does he think he's going to accomplish by doing that? Honestly, if I was there, since I'm a minority, and in Canada, I probably could have just full force knockout game punched him in the face for taking this guy's gloves, and I would have probably got away with scot-free. And I probably would have done it because this guy deserves to be punched. Like he probably wouldn't learn his lesson, to be honest with you. It just wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah? What's your
Big
name?
man.
He's watching.
Back off, please! Police! Back off, please! Police! Police! Back off! I'm not hurting you! Peace! Peace! I want peace! Got a lot of it on video. I'm coming.
I saw what happened.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
If you need it.
All right. I know there's no chat. Let's ones in the chat if you think the guy, the leftist who stole the gloves, will be arrested or punished. Twos if you think the guy who got assaulted will be arrested.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Please stay by. Thank you. Yes, he assaulted me, officer.
Okay, you're under arrest.
My
Whoa!
ankle's broken. No, my ankle.
Twos. They actually took the right guy. What? Oh my god. Okay, I guess they don't know how he voted yet, but probably because he's a deranged lunatic, they'll probably realize it and let him go and beat the gentleman behind the camera.
Broken. My ankle's broken. No.
Get up.
I can't get up. My ankle.
Sit up.
Listen, I can't. My ankle's broken. My ankle's broken. Look at it.
Okay, we'll just sit.
I'm sitting.
They should break the other ankle. No, they should put a knee on his neck. That's what they should do.
Yeah. I didn't assault anybody though. I took somebody's flag. That's it, man.
And my
I
gloves.
swear.
Remember you stomped them in the...
No, I didn't.
Earlier we saw him assault an Uber driver.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm being handcuffed by police officers
that because
because
you
they think I did something I didn't do, but I can see my ankle is sideways hanging.
Yeah. What are they saying you did? Yes, I will. Just stick around, please.
Come on, children.
Crazy. Let's see what enraged him so much that was happening. Let's check it out. Get this right. This is what was sending him into that genocidal rage, and destroying gloves and smashing flags.
Well, guys, it's getting worse down here. Somebody bought Connect 4. This is big time. We need help. Help!
You know that face, that look on a guy's face where you don't have to hear him talk, but you know he's drunk. He's got that face.
Look at you, Justin. Look what you did to your country. You brought us all back together, you fucking idiot. Freedom!
So that's what this guy was trying to protect us from, and that was all those horrible Connect 4 games and all that. So I got one. So in Louisville, the mayoral candidate, someone attempted to murder him. I think his name was Quintez Brown, shot into a crowd of people to hit this candidate. Obviously missed, because I'm sure he's never shot the gun before, because he probably stole it. But look who came to the rescue. Black Lives Matter.
Once this is posted, HIP, no contact with employees and campaign staff. No contact with place of violation, no contact with the victim's residence. Okay, any violations of those, along with not making a future court dates, could cause the bond money to be forfeited. The bond money will be spent if the case can be you can only will be able to get this back once the case is held. Depending on whether it closes here in district or circles where you vote, with the receipt you'll receive at the end of this transaction, you get your money back.
$100,000 to bail out a man who shot into a crowd to try to hit a mayoral candidate. There are people out there who can't even get $100 to feed their kids. But BLM has the funds to bail out attempted murderers. Something's wrong. There's obviously an attempt to destroy everybody. Let me take I got half a mug of beer going. I'm gonna chug this beer. And I'm gonna get real mad. So give me 1 sec. Oh man. Oh. All right. Okay. So actually, the rage subsided after that beer. It's good. Okay. I'm going to seem a bit harsh. It's gonna be towards. Okay, so I'm sure this woman is a perfectly rational human being who can make logical, informed decisions on her own. She doesn't seem mentally ill at all. Not at all, honestly. She seems calm, rational, reasonable. So why is she bailing out a man who might rape her and shoot her as soon as he gets out? What brain parasite is inside of these women's minds that every time I walk outside, every time I turn on the news, I see a story or see an action where some woman is aiding and helping or loving a criminal. And I know it's about this is good. I know people are gonna think like, hey, this is incel rage. But I'm married. So it's not incel rage. There's tons of good men out there. Decent men. Moderately okay men out there. But these women have fallen over. But it's always criminals, it's always thugs, it's always thieves, rogues, bandits, goblins, orcs, uh, dragons, and just monsters every time. Every time. Why? Why are you obsessed with monsters? There's a man out there who wants to gently kiss you on the cheek. No, you want nothing to do with him. There's a guy out there who wants to cave in your skull with a club. That's your man. I think it comes. They don't want to. They don't want to settle. They don't want to. They don't want to drop their standards. They don't want guys who earn less than them. They don't want guys who are less educated than them. Yet every day, they rally together and ask for more money from the government. So they want to earn more. Then they rally together to ask for more education, more money for women, more education for women. And then expect men to be able to keep up. When you got Big Daddy government there, and you're chugging on the train of the Big Daddy government, and you think a guy's gonna keep up on his feet, running on his own by himself, and keep up with your high fucking standards? And all these women are doing is they're getting in the workforce. Okay, for instance, the medical industry. Women, there are more women in college, in med school right now, than there are men. But more men are going to graduate med school than women. Oh no, sorry. Maybe as many. Say as many. But more men are going to go into the field of being a doctor or any of that stuff. More men are going to do it. The reason for that is because women go into med school to have access to potential high earning men. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. That's it. That's why. And I bet you're thinking, that's okay. They're looking for future husbands. But for every one woman that goes into med school, it takes double the resources to educate them than it would take a man. Because guess what? Being a doctor is messy. It takes double the resources. So for every one woman that goes to med school, she's potentially taking a position from two men who have to settle with something lesser than them or compete with each other and push one out of the field. So not only are we competing with women, we're competing with illegal immigrants. We're competing with Chinese spies who just want to see us burn. This country's gone the wrong way. It's gone very wrong. Jeez. And this is awesome. I'm gonna talk about this in a second. But the issue that I'm most stressed about is the fact that we're powerless to do anything about it. We're powerless to deal with it. We got guys on quote unquote the front lines who I don't trust. What? Who do we got? Who do we got right now speaking up for men and for Americans? Nick Fuentes? He's a gay little boy. He's a talented speaker. He's charismatic. But he's dealing with his own demons right now. He can't stand up for Americans. If he's trying to Because you guys won't let him. You won't let him be your leader and fuck Catboys at the same time. He can't concentrate. If you would just accept him for fucking Catboys, you would have your great leader. We would have a decent leader. But no. Who else? Who else is out there? Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump gave in to everybody told him, hey, the internet's the thing. We have to go after these websites. Jared Kushner said, don't do it. Every time someone gave him good information or a good lead, Jared Kushner took him off. His advisors, every advisor he's ever brought on to his inner circle has only been there to backstab him, to hurt him, to harm him. And he was okay with it. He was okay with it. Because I feel like his alliances aren't really American. I feel like he's an Israel first type of guy, you know? That's how I feel. And things aren't looking good for us. China's taking over. They've taken over so much they're pushing Israel out of the spy game. I haven't seen. Usually, I'm always on. I don't know if you guys remember a pup named Scooby Doo. How there was like this. There was the what was it? Who's that guy? Not the main character, but the guy with the ascot, the little neckerchief. Not Shaggy, but the other guy in the Mystery Machine. There was a guy named Red Herring who he hated. He would always blame Red Herring. Red Herring had this red curly hair. Looked kind of Semitic. And he would always blame Red Herring. No matter what. He would always go, oh, under this mask, it's Red Herring. Take the mask off, never Red Herring. Ever. I'm like that with Israel. Well, no, I take off the mask and it's usually, it's usually got a blue star. But recently, I've been pulling off the mask, and it's been like China. It's been all kinds of other sources. It's been America sometimes, under the mask of the person who's going after America. Recently, they've been off the radar. They've been behaving. Suspicious. That's super suspicious. But I think it's because they accidentally vaxxed themselves. They vaxxed themselves into oblivion. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to think. If Israel, you know what? I'm going to do a call-in. I'm going to ask a professional. Yeah. We're going to do a call-in. I'm going to ask a pro. Let's see if you can hear him on speaker. He's an expert. Can you hear the ringing? All right. Probably passed out. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, passed out.
Please leave your message for...
Don't want to dox. Don't do any doxing here. All right. Yeah. Okay. Do you got any Lady Gaga fans out there? Anybody here like the Lady Gaga? So I've been on this tangent, this kick, where I kind of think a lot of celebrities, especially ones with like a large nose, were born as men. I think Lady Gaga is one of them. Let's see here. There we go. Let's see here. We have a package with a lot of gold. Actually, let's see here. We got a package on Lady Gaga. What's up with that? What is this? What's happening here? What's in her pants poking out like that? That looks like 2 balls and a bat. Two tiny balls and a tiny bat just chilling in their pants, and it's perfectly okay. She looked like, if you look at her face, let's see if I can make this a little bit larger. Whoops. Don't want to be too grotesque. She looks like Desmond is amazing. I think Lady Gaga was the prototype for Desmond is amazing. To see how people would take to a transgender superstar musician, pop star. I think Desmond is amazing. He's going to start making music soon. Because they tested out the watch. They tried to see, well, hey, will these Coomers like this weird trans type person? Will the Coomers get into it? And guess what they did? The Coomers and the women will go for any trans. The Coomers go for it. The Coomers start cooming to it. The women will be like, oh man, she's beautiful because people like her, so I like her. But and a big but. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? Is it humiliation? Is it yeah, it's probably heard that over the mic. Is it humiliation or is it something more? Is it like one of their weird what do you call it? Occult rituals to get. There's an occult thing that's supposed to they're supposed to unite the genders and make them one because they've already made multiple genders. Could it be that? Maybe an Illuminati thing? I don't know. But if you fap Lady Gaga, you been fapping to a man. Look at this. I got. Uh-oh. Yeah. Let me show you what you've been enjoying. We're gonna do something we shouldn't do on YouTube, and we're gonna show some vulgar stuff. Bam. Got it coming up. Chill out, folks. Frigid Zone only exclusive right here. Lady Gaga exposed. Look at this. How many female celebrities? Look, I love Ann Coulter, but that bitch has an Adam's apple. And she's way too logical to be a woman. Look, right now, if I were you, I would stop cooming to Lady Gaga. I mean, I've never done it. I think she's actually gross. But some of you guys out there liking yourself some goo guy. There used to be a guy on YouTube who he would always talk. Every woman in Hollywood was transgender, and he would. I want to play some of the videos, but we don't have any viewers. We don't have any time. And more importantly, we're out of booze. I got hard alcohol. That's it. You know what? I'm going to switch to D-Live and I'm going to get crazy. So if you guys look up Frigid Zone on D-Live and Want to see some more of that meat? Stop by.